And so the different topics that we're going to cover, kind of tying it back into the game of chess is how do you create your strategy? How do you create your strategy? What are the important components to that? We want to talk about destinations and locations, and so we have some kind of interesting stories about destinations and locations, and some could be at your home, some could be living somewhere else, some could be even on a cruise ship. So we're gonna talk and dig into that a little bit further. We're going to talk about the dollars and cents, and that's the cents with an S. And we're going to talk about, how do you pay for care? How do how much does care cost? So we're going to dig into that to give people some great information on that. Um, we're going to kind of talk about, like, how do you see yourself in the future? And, what does your future look like, and how do you look in that crystal ball, and how do you envision, and how do you plan for that future? We're also going to talk about what local resources are available. So we're going to have a guest speaker to talk about which local services are available. Some could be free, some might be, could be a charge, but we're going to dig into that, especially about veterans and veterans benefits. And, so we really want to touch base that, because there's a lot of resources in this area that people may not know about. So we want to dig into that. We're going to talk about how do you get your ducks in a row with legal planning and estate planning. And so we have an estate attorney that's going to come and talk to us and share his wisdom. And, so we're going to really, talk about how do you get your ducks in a row? How do you pre-plan for the future? And, a lot of people, may not have an estate plan, or maybe they think they have a will that was created 10 years ago, from Michigan, and,
Yeah.
is it relevant here in Florida? So we're gonna talk about that and use an expert to that. And then we're gonna talk about health and wellness, and how do you stay healthy? How do you, what are some things you can do to slow down the aging process, from